This is the first page of your review for your upcoming test on proportional reasoning. Problem number 1 is from an SAT test preparation resource. It says the original price of a jacket is discounted by 20%, giving a sale price of $88. We're comparing the original price of the jacket to this quantity, $108. So I want to make a percent table, percent and dollars. I know I'm always going to have 100% somewhere in my percent table, so I'm just going to put that in there now. But that's the 100% amount is what we're trying to find, because we're trying to find the original price of the jacket. The original price would be the 100% amount. This $88, we have to consider what percent is that. Since it says the jacket was discounted by 20%, that would be 20% off the 100, so that $88 represents 80% of the price of the jacket. And we're trying to find the original price X. Now you could, there's lots of ways to solve this. You could write a proportion from here. 100 over 80 is equal to X over 88. And while there isn't a nice scale factor here right now, if you factor out 10/10, then that reveals a scale factor of 11. 8 times 11 is 88, so 10 times 11 is $110. I was also thinking about, it's easy to get to 10% from 80%. You just divide by 8 or multiply by an eighth. That gives you 10%, and it's easy to divide 88 by 8, since 88 is a multiple of 8, and you get 11. Then from there you can go from the 10 to the 100 with a scale factor of 10, and 11 times 10, that would give you the 110 that we already found. So if you're doing one of these quantitative comparison problems, I'm just going to remind you again, the ERB is coming up soon, and so just fill that quantity in once you find it, and then compare. Clearly A is greater than B here, so answer choice A. Problem number 2. The table below lists the flour needed to make dough for a given number of dog biscuits. Find the value of C and B. So we know it takes, for 32 biscuits, I need 2 cups of flour. I want to know for 48 biscuits, how many cups, C. So this 32 over 2 can be simplified to 16 over 1. And then once you see that, you have a scale factor of 3. 16 multiplied by 3 is 48, so 1 multiplied by 3 is 3. So C equals 3. 3 cups would be the answer to the first question. The second question, we could start again with our 32 over 2 is equal to B over 5. And that 32 over 2 simplifies to 16 over 1. There's a scale factor of 5 going this way. So 16 multiplied by 5 is 80. So 80 biscuits. C is 3 and B is 80. Problem number 3. Which is the better deal, $6.48 for 36 ounces of something, or $8.16 for 48 ounces? We're paying more here, but we're getting more ounces. You really want to, there's many ways to compare these, but usually in a problem like this, you just want to find the unit rate, the cost per ounce, per 1 ounce, and that's your basis for comparison. So just to show you that it's no different from the other problems we've done, $6.48 per 36 ounces. We want to know how much for 1 ounce, and so we divide by 36 here. Divide this cost by 36, and you'll get the cost per ounce. But you know, we could have just taken the money and divided by 36. If you just divide the numerator by the denominator, it will always give you the unit rate. All right, so let's do that on the side here. 648 divided by 36. And then I'm dividing by a whole number, so I can just line up a decimal in my quotient. 36 goes into 6 0 times. 36 goes into 64 once. 136 is 36. When you subtract, you get a difference of 28. You bring down this 8, and 36 goes into 288 exactly 8 times. 8 30s is 240, and 8 6s is 48. 240 and 48 is 288. So this deal works out to be 18 hundredths of a dollar, 18 cents per ounce. This other deal, the 816 divided by 48, line up a decimal in our quotient. There are 0.48s in 8. There is 1.48 in 81. 1 times 48 is 48. When you subtract, you get a difference of 33. And bring down the 6. 6. I feel like I did something wrong here. 11 minus 8 is 3. 7 minus 4 is 3. 336. Should be about 5, but no, more than that. 6. Nope, 7. That's what I'm missing. 7 40s is 280, and 7 8s is 56. 280 and 56 is 336 exactly. Wow, I was having trouble with that. Okay, so this one is 17 cents per ounce, or 17 hundredths of a dollar per ounce. So that's the better deal, the larger package. The triangles below are similar. Find the perimeter of triangle ABC. This is going to be a case of make sure you answer the question that's being asked, because we definitely need to know the side length of these congruent sides to find the perimeter, but we can't stop there. Once we find that side length, we still have to add the 3 sides together to get the perimeter. These are clearly not oriented in the same way, so you have to realize that when you're comparing corresponding sides, this side corresponds to this side. So 19.5 over 21 is equal to this side corresponds to this side. 26 over x. And there aren't going to be any nice scale factors, so let's use a cross product equation. 19.5 multiplied by x is equal to 21 multiplied by 26. 26 times 20 is 520, and one more 26 would be 546. It's equal to 19.5 x. Divide both sides of the equation by 19.5 in order to reveal 1x, which is what we want. 1x is x. X will be equal to this quotient, whatever it is, 546, divided by 19.5. We don't want our divisor to be a decimal, so we make it a whole number by multiplying it by 10. If we do that, we have to also multiply the dividend by 10. So put a 0 in the ones place and line up a decimal in your quotient. How many 195s are in 5? 0. How many 195s are in 54? 0. How many 195s are in 546? Not 3, because it's almost 200, and 3 200s would be 600. We don't have that much, so 2. 2 times 200 is 400, but I have 5 less than that, so 2 times 5 is 10. So 400 minus 10 is 390. The difference here is going to be 10 and 146, so 156. Bring down the 0. This is close to 200. This is close to 1600. 8 200s would be 1600. Minus 5 eighths, which is 40. 1600 minus 40 is 1560, so this is exactly an 8. 8 195s is 1560 exactly. So we have no remainder, so this side length is 28, and it's always good to put the dimension on the figure to see if it looks right. I mean, this side is, these congruent sides are longer than this base, just like they are in the smaller triangle. Yeah, I mean, just make sure you put the dimension on the side to make sure it looks right. This should be a little bit bigger than this one, since this triangle is bigger, and it is. So everything about that looks right to me. So x is 28, but that's not the answer to the question. We still need to find the perimeter. If this side is 28, this side is 28 because they're congruent. So the perimeter is 28 and 28. and 21 for triangle ABC. That's 56, and 21 is 77 centimeters. Okay, that completes page 1. We'll pick up the review with page 2 on the next video.